What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Learn and Level. Today, we've got a great topic because we'll be talking about 10 facts about the human body that sound fake. Let's break these facts down into 4 distinct groups. First, we have weird superpowers, followed by bizarre anatomy, then mind-blowing numbers, and finally, glitch in the matrix. First up, did you know that you are technically bioluminescent? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but humans actually glow in the dark. We emit a small amount of visible light throughout the day. So, why don't we look like fireflies? Well, the light is about 1,000 times weaker than what our naked eyes can actually perceive. But strictly speaking, you are always shining. Next, let's talk about super strength. It's real, and you likely already have it. Physiologically, your muscles are strong enough to snap your own bones or tear themselves apart. Because of this, your brain acts as a safety governor, strictly limiting your power to prevent injury. However, in extreme danger, a massive rush of adrenaline can override these safety switches. This phenomenon is known as hysterical strength, and it explains how regular people have been known to lift heavy cars off of accident victims in life or death situations. Moving on to category 2. Bizarre anatomy. Believe it or not, at one point in your life, you actually had a tail. For about 4 weeks during your development in the womb, every single human embryo grows a tail. It's distinct, and it's definitely there. Eventually, as you grow, it gets absorbed back into the body, and the remaining fused vertebrae become what we know today as the tailbone. Next, take a deep breath. Now realize that your eyes just did the same thing. The cornea, the clear front part of your eye, is the only part of the entire human body that has absolutely no blood supply. So, how does it survive? Instead of getting oxygen from your blood like the rest of your organs, the cornea pulls oxygen directly from the air. This is actually why your eyes might get dry or irritated when you sleep with contact lenses in. You are essentially cutting off their oxygen supply. Next up is category 3, mind-blowing numbers. Let's start with your DNA. It is tightly packed inside you, but if you were to uncoil the DNA strands found in all the cells of your body, they would stretch a staggering 10 billion miles. To put that in perspective, that is enough distance to stretch from Earth all the way to Pluto and back again. Now let's look at something a little closer to home. Or rather, inside your home. You might want to dust your room after hearing this. Humans shed about 600,000 particles of skin every single hour. That adds up to nearly 1.5 pounds of dead skin a year. In fact, if you look at the dust floating in a sunbeam, a large percentage of that is actually dead skin cells. Finally, we have category 4, glitch in the matrix. Have you ever felt smaller at the end of a long day? Well, it is not just a feeling. You are physically taller in the morning than you are at night. Throughout the day, the constant pull of gravity compresses the soft cartilage between your vertebrae. This means that when you wake up in the morning, you are about 1 centimeter taller than when you went to bed. And for the final fact, here is a terrifying survival glitch. Your brain is programmed to keep you alive at all costs. If you are ever starving and your body runs out of other energy sources, your brain will trigger a last resort. To keep the lights on, it will begin to consume its own cells for fuel. Yes, in extreme starvation, your brain will literally eat itself to save itself. Here's a bonus fact that might change how you look at babies. Babies are born without kneecaps. If you were to X-ray a newborn's legs, you wouldn't see that hard bone protecting the knee joint. Instead, they have pieces of cartilage that don't fully harden into bone until the child is between 2 and 6 years old. This is actually a good thing, since toddlers fall down a lot. Having soft cartilage instead of hard bone helps prevent them from breaking their knees while learning to walk. And finally, here is a weird connection between your feelings and your insides. When you get embarrassed, your nervous system triggers a rush of blood to your face, causing you to blush. But did you know that the exact same thing happens inside your stomach? Because your stomach has such a rich network of blood vessels and is connected to the same nervous system response. The lining of your stomach actually turns red at the exact same time your face does. So when you are blushing on the outside, you are technically blushing on the inside too. And there you have it. Proof that your body is far stranger and more amazing than you ever realized. So I have to ask, which one of these facts sounded the most fake to you? Was it the fact that you glow in the dark? Or was it the idea of your brain eating itself? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be pinning the craziest answer. If you learned something new today, please hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending science. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.